Yep, everybody can see my screen, right?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so today I'm going to share a brief story of myself as well as the business opportunity and the true value of Nuskin business that I realized through my Nuskin journey. So some of you may know me already and some of you may not. So let me introduce myself a little bit. I came to United States back in 2007 as an international student and to pursue my American dream and hoping it could give me a wonderful life. So I dreamed about me getting rich or having a good life in here at United States. I majored in accounting, which was completely decided by my parents because they told me every single one or every single business needs an accountant, no matter what. So this profession will give you a very stable job. That's what they told me. So I became an accountant. So without any complaints, I really enjoyed learning it. While a lot of my friends changed their major from accounting to other majors by saying, accounting is too boring. But for me, it was a little bit challenging, but it was fun. After graduation, I got hired by a mid-sized public accounting firm. So I was pretty satisfied and happy by what I was doing. And I was so glad that I became financially independent from my parents at that time. But the thing is, as an accountant, you'll see all the incomes and the assets of your clients, of course. So there are a lot of rich people or wealthy people out there. But when I did their tax returns and actually saw their actual income statements or tax returns, it just hit me really different way. I also worked very hard, but the annual income tax that they were paying were more than what I was making. Then I thought about, can I even reach there? Can I even reach that level one day if I keep working like this as an employee? The answer was no, obviously. So I considered to open my own accounting firm one day in the future. So I also got my license. Then I may become one of those who are in the higher income tax bracket. And I continue to work hard in that company in order to build up my experience. If you want to own an accounting firm, you have to be experienced. Otherwise, nobody gonna come to you, right? So I worked really hard and tried to learn as much as I could. Then what happened? COVID-19 hit us. Does any of you still remember how it was at the beginning of the COVID-19? Now we are living in a post-COVID-19 era. Nobody even cares about it. But in the beginning, I was so panicked and scared. Also, I was pregnant with my second baby during that time. So I had to take care of myself first. So I quit my job during the busy tax season and decided to stay at home and not going anywhere until I deliver my baby safely. And I've been working like 24/7 and been running 100 miles every day at the company. And all of a sudden, I stopped everything, right? I felt so anxious and empty from doing nothing at home. Then I started to read some books, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and Cash Flow Quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki. I believe everyone here must be very familiar with these two books. It's very famous, right? So for me, these two books were literally my game changer. And it's truly opened my eyes because I've never thought this way before. As stated, simply the rich don't work for money. They make money work for them. I was curious, what does it mean by the rich don't work for money? They make money work for them. So probably it means of investment, but investment is a sizable fund. That's what I thought. Then I didn't have that sizable fund to do investment. So probably there's no way that I can get rich or something. That's what I thought. And then I ran across this cash flow quadrant as I kept reading it. In cash flow quadrant, Robert Kiyosaki explains the four ways people make money. As an employee, you have a job. You work for somebody. I believe vast majority of people belong in here, right? It doesn't matter if you are an accountant or attorney or a teacher or waiters or waitress, whatever it is, as long as you work for somebody, then you are an employee. And on the bottom left, we have self-employee. Self-employee is not having a job. He is the job. So for example, if I own a small accounting firm or own a restaurant or a nail salon, even a dental clinic, then I'm self-employed. But in right-hand side, as a business owner, he is not having a job. Neither is he the job himself. And business owner owns a system. So for example, the Apple Inc. or Starbucks and those franchise companies like McDonald's or Burger King and etc. These companies belong to business quadrant. And the last one on the bottom right, we have investor. Investors make money work for them, which means they already own a substantial amount of money and ask themselves, oh, where can I put my money in order to benefit the most? That's the philosophy in this area. So people like Warren Buffett and Peter Lynch belong to this investor quadrant. Let me ask all of you a question. Which side do you think has the more money flow? Left side or right side? So isn't it obvious? Yeah, it's right side. But what really surprised me was the percentage. There are 5% of people in this world belongs to right side of this quadrant. And this 5% of people are holding world's 95% of wealth, whereas 95% of world's population are holding only 5% of wealth in this world, which is left side of this quadrant, right? It was very shocking to me. No matter how hard I work as an accountant or I own my accounting firm, I still could not get away from the left quadrant. And I have to fight with 95% of people for the limited money source. So Robert Kiyosaki stated, if you want to be wealthy, you have to transit from the left to the right quadrant. Yeah, sounds nice and easy, but can I establish a second Apple or second Amazon or those franchise restaurants like McDonald's or Burger King? I can guarantee that I can make a better hamburger than McDonald's or Burger King, but there's no way that I can own a business system like that. But in the book, Robert Kiyosaki mentioned that there's a way that we can transit from left side to right side of quadrant, where you don't have to spend a penny for entering this business, which is the network marketing. And then one thought just came across. Actually, I wanted to join one of those network marketing companies. So here's how I met Nuskin. After having my baby, I was dying to lose my weight and was looking for some weight loss supplement. And one day I just saw my friend Emma, who is my current sponsor, posted weight management supplement TR90 on her social media. So I immediately asked her about this weight management product, whether it works or not, how much it costs, and how am I going to buy it. So she told me she already lost over 7 pounds within a month. And she also sent me the link for this product. Then I came to know, this is Nuskin product. I thought Nuskin only carries skincare products, didn't know they also have health supplements. So I heard about this company a long time ago. And I also heard their products are very good and made of very good ingredients. So without any hesitations, I bought the TR90 set as well as the skincare products and the LumiSpa. So from taking TR90, not only I lost over 20 pounds and also dropped 5% of body fat, but also my body condition and my health condition got so much better. I could not have enough sleep because my son woke up once every couple hours during that time because he was still little. but my condition was completely fine. I did not feel tired or anything. And from using Nuskin skincare, my skin was glowing. Even my husband gave me a compliment. Oh my God, what happened to your skin? Do you know why I mentioned him? Because he's not the kind of person that would give me compliments on my appearance. Even I spent like a couple hours putting on my makeup, he doesn't care. He wouldn't never he would never comment on it. But this time he said, by looking at your glowing skin, you'll do well on New Skin business. That's what he said. It was a half joking, but I took it as a compliment. So even before New Skin, I was really obsessed with skincare. So my skin wasn't that bad, but whenever I didn't sleep well or eating some spicy food, I would get pimples or dull skin tone or something like that. But after I met New Skin, these problems are completely gone. So to prepare this presentation, I slept at 4 a.m. in the morning. But see, my skin is still glowing, right? So at the beginning, I did not know much about New Skin company. But I knew this is a network marketing company, which I was exactly looking for. And plus, this company has been out there for over 30 years, and it's a public traded company, which means it must be a legit company for sure. Also, there is no capital investment, and you don't have to rent a space or stock tons and tons of inventories. So why not give a try? So that's how I started this business. And I was also invited to a lot of Zoom meetings, the ones like today. And most of the speakers were talking about residual income that they were getting and the vacations they went in the past and their lifestyle and so on. But these stories was not so attached to me at that time. And for the compensation plan, I didn't understand at all. So it was like another language for me. But one point really caught my attention was while all of my friends and families were suffering from the financial crisis during the pandemic, everyone in here at New Skin business seemed not affected by pandemic. Everyone saying their business was growing and how many downlines were joined during the pandemic. It reminds me of a phrase that I read somewhere. The real wealthy people will not get affected by financial crisis. Like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos, they got wealthier during the pandemic. So what does it mean by true wealth? How do you define wealth? People have a lot of money can be considered wealth, or you set up a financial goal and one day you finally reach there can be considered wealthy. By definition, true wealth is ability to choose how you live and spend your time on things you want to do rather than things that you have to do. In order to achieve this, then you must have financial freedom and time freedom. Then we need to understand the types of income, right? The linear income and the residual income. So if you have a job and receive a paycheck, you make your money through active participation, such as customer service work, management, sales, accounting, or doctors or promoter, whatever the career is. This essentially means there are exchanging time and energy or material participation for money. In other words, once you stop working, the money will stop coming in. Like how I was, as soon as I left my job and my paycheck stopped coming in. So in here, I'm not saying the pros and cons of the careers in here. What I meant to say is, if the linear income is the only source of income, then if another pandemic hit us where you have to stop working, you may need to concern about it. And next is residual income. So residual income is the money that continues to flow after an initial investment of time and resources has been completed. Example of residual income includes, but not limited to, artists, artist royalties or rental income or interest income and dividends. Like J.K. Rowling, without doing anything, she still receives the royalties from the book she wrote, Harry Potter. And if you rent out rental properties, then you'll receive monthly rental income without actively participate, right? And if I own a restaurant, can I stop paying the rent if the business is not doing well? No, no way, right? So the types of income is so important. So when I realized we'll get residual income at some point in Nuskin business, there's no way that I'll give up this business. So what's so special about residual income? Not only you earn the money, but also you earn the time. Time is so precious, especially the time that you can spend with your family. But in general, nobody can give up their paycheck in order to spend time with their families. I was one of them. So I loved my job as an accountant, but I was frustrated by not having any time to spend with my family, especially with my kids. Because the company that I work for practiced both taxation and forensic accounting. So during the tax season, it was busy, of course, but at the same time, if the forensic case kicked in, then I had to marry it with that company. I had to work 24/7. So when I was pregnant with my daughter, the first one, so I always thought about to become her role model and also become a mother-like, friend-like mom. So if you want to become a friend-like mom, then you have to spend a lot of time with your kids, right? You have to have a lot of conversation with them. But literally, I didn't have any time. When I looked at my boss, my former boss, he seemed busier than I was. And he complained all the time by saying he didn't even realize how fast their children grow up. He didn't see they were growing. So I felt like that's not the lifestyle that I was pursuing for. I want to spend a lot of time with my children instead. As I mentioned earlier, you can earn both money and time within this business. So from next slide, I will explain how that's even possible. How do you think about Nuskin? Let me ask this way. What's the first impression for doing Nuskin business? A lot of people may have the same answer. Everybody thinks it's sales. They think they have to knocking on the neighbor's door and begging them to buy our product, right? People always say, I'm not good at sales. I can't sell, never ever, and something like that. But we are not selling the product. We share our experience with those people who are in need. For instance, I lost a lot of weight through TR90, right? One day, my neighbor came and asked me, oh my God, what did you do? How come you lost so much weight after having 2 babies? Then I'll tell him, I did TR90. This product is amazing. Are you planning to lose some weight? If so, he would purchase the TR90 and this product will be introduced to someone else by him. So did you see, if one day I ask, did you see the movie Top Gun? This is the best movie I've ever seen in my life. If you still didn't see it, please go for it. You won't regret. If I highly recommend this movie like this, are you going to see it? Yes, right? But is the movie theater gonna give me the commission for this referral? No way, right? But Nuskin does. But Nuskin will pay you the commission from the referral. Now I would like to discuss about our business models. Nuskin business can break down into 2 concepts, which can be a platform concept, and second one will be franchise concept. If you take a look at these icons, I'm sure you must be very familiar with these icons: Airbnb, Amazon, and Uber. They are the platform business that we use quite often. So do you guys know how this service operates without any product? So Uber, Airbnb, Amazon, they are all platform apps that we use frequently. So the characteristics of these programs are that they don't really uphold any products themselves. So Uber does not have a car, and Airbnb does not own any rental properties. And that is exactly how we brand affiliates work with Nuskin business, as well as act as the middle bridge to connect consumer to the producers who have those products. And so after I started using the Nuskin product, people may come to me and ask, what did you use for your face today? Your face is kind of glowing. Then I'll say, oh yeah, I've been using LumiSpa lately, and it's been great so far. And then I connect that person, my friend, to Nuskin company directly, so they could make that purchase from Nuskin website. This is the first concept of our business model. And next, we will be the franchise concept. McDonald's is the really great example. So to open a McDonald's franchise, you need a sizable funds as investment, at least $1 to $2 million of investment. And also you have to have like 500,000 of liquid assets at first place. Then they will consider to give you a franchise. Not only that, you have to pay the franchise fees plus 4% of royalties to the headquarter company. If the franchise that I opened has been doing so well, so I want to open another franchise under my franchise. Is it possible? Of course not. So to franchise another store, I have to start from the scratch. I need another $1 million to start with. Then how does the franchise concept applies to Nuskin? Let me explain. First of all, there is no initial investment. We just need to build loyal customers of 15 to 20. And this is when we are recognized as a franchise owner, then we duplicate to our potential business partners so they could be franchise owners as well. So from here, you'll get 5% of royalty from Nuskin Enterprise. We are not paying the 5% of royalty to the company, but receiving it. If the partner from my first generation wants to open another franchise, do you think it's allowed? Yes, of course. And she also will get 5% of a royalty from Nuskin. So up to here is already too good to be true. However, you can have it until 6 generations. That I'll become exactly same as a system owner who had several franchise companies. Our compensation, Nuskin has a velocity compensation. When the sales grow twice, then the commission will become 4 times as much. We have 3 levels of compensation plan. The reason why we were able to have that 2 business platform is because through our unique and well-paying and fair compensation plan. So sharing is actually the platform format that the company thanks. So the company thanks you for marketing the product and share with others. And the second one is building bonus. When you start sharing the product, they obviously start sharing the product, and the people you share with, they want to share with more people because there are literally walking marketers. Because once you start using the product, you'll see the people's face and bodies change. So now you create 15 to 20 loyal customers that I talked about earlier, and you become a franchise store brand rep. And the last one is the leading bonus. This is where the game really starts. This is where the residual income starts. This is when you start earning different digits of leveraged income. I'm not going to deeply dive into our compensation plan, but if you're really curious about it, then you can ask whoever invited you to this call. But one thing I really want to mention and point out is if you work for a company, you have no control over how much you earn, right? I was a senior accountant when I was working, but no matter how much tears, blood, and sweat I put into that company, I could not beat the income that manager and the partners were earning. It doesn't matter how hard I work. However, However, here at Nuskin, you decide how much you earn. Your compensation is purely based on your performance. It's very fair. As everyone already aware of, Nuskin is global business. So if you want to grow your business worldwide, you can, as long as there is Nuskin in that country. So for example, if I have a customer living in South Korea, whenever she buys a product on the Korean Nuskin website, then the commission will transfer to my US bank account. I feel it's the most amazing part of this company. If you really want to do some other business in foreign countries, first, you have to have a sizable fund, and you need to hire an attorney and accountant to open the foreign company. And you may need to report the foreign account, which is very complicated. And I'm so glad that Nuskin already did all the headaches. And we just need to find whoever needs Nuskin product or Nuskin business. It can't be more simple. Towards the end, I really want to share our mission statement because it's everything of Nuskin business. Our mission is to be force for good throughout the world by empowering people to improve lives with rewarding business opportunities, innovative products, and then enriching, uplifting culture. Hopefully my story helped a little bit for you guys to get to know more about Nuskin. You may realize there is endless value of this business. I really encourage you to join our bi-weekly call so you may learn more. I really appreciate your time and thank you so much for listening. Thank you.